Hey y'all, it's time to talk tough topics. We're going to talk about over-identification. Now, over-identification is where there are too many typical developing children who are being identified as requiring special education. Over-identification is not a local issue. Over-identification is a national issue. School districts throughout the country are over-identifying students and specifically special populations of students. We know that we are over-identifying, for example, our students who are from African American descent at higher rates for specific areas of disability. We know that we are reducing those numbers slowly. But the problem is we are still over-identifying. When we talk about over-identification, this is where we're going to get into the hard topics. Why are we over-identifying? Now, I'm going to be straight with you. Part of it is we're afraid to say no. We have to be able to say, no, this child does not require specially designed instruction. If the child has a disability that they may need accommodations only, that's 504 plan. But we've got parents, and I say this as a parent of a child with a disability, coming in saying, I've got this doctor's note, my kid needs to be eligible for special education. And instead of saying, no ma'am or no sir, this is why, and this is the harm that comes from over-identifying a child, we are giving in. We've got educators that are sometimes so overwhelmed that they're saying, we need to have this child out of my classroom. They're not learning at the same pace as others, without taking into account that may not be disability related. We have situations where we've got students who are coming to us and their families are asking them to be identified because, let's face it, they want to get accommodations on college entrance exams. We've got students who, because of situations going on in the community and their home, are being over-identified because there is a situational issue that is not a disability that will eventually go away, but we are then identifying them as special education. I challenge you to really understand what special education is and what it's not. I also challenge you to be able to have hard conversations with other educators, with families, with the community to talk about how do we make sure that we are properly identifying students for special education. This is part one of a two-part series where we're going to talk about what is the consequences of over-identifying students with disabilities and the harm that comes not only to the student, to the family, and to the school districts. Thank you. Stay tuned for part two.